What do you think about when I say the names Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg? Well, most people think about the billions of dollars that their businesses have developed over the years. But when I think about it, I think that their company started with just one simple piece of coding. Just one simple line of sentence that created these billions of dollars in these companies that we use today in just an everyday environment. Source code, which is the code that Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and others have used to create their companies, has drastically developed over about the last 30 years. And it's been a big part of just our daily lives. And we all use computers, we all use the internet, we all have to log into Blackboard to check our grades, and all of this is due to writing code. And that leads into what I want to do with my career. I want to be a computer software engineer. And a computer software engineer is basically just someone who writes code and develops software for different companies to use. It's been a big part of my life. My grandpa and my father are both computer software engineers, so it's been a drastic thing in my life. So first we will look a little bit at how computer software engineering and source code has developed over the years, and then we will look at the jobs for computer software engineers. Technology correspondent Mark Ward of BBC News explained that source code took off drastically with the introduction of the internet, or World Wide Web, in 1991, after it was created by Sir Tim Berners-Lee. And after the introduction of the internet, source code really took off from just being something used to create computers, and it became something to use inside of computers and hand in hand with computers. One of the biggest codes that you use today is Windows 95. A lot of us were too young to really realize how impactful Windows 95 was, but it was really the first kind of software running thing for your computer that really allowed you to use the internet and use other codes such as Microsoft Word. And now we'll look at computer software engineers. Computer software engineering is really taking off. It's becoming a drastically larger field. And then, so like about late 70s when computers came around, so coding started then, and it's really just kind of flown off the bat since then. The Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that computer software engineers have great employment perks in today's world. The average salary for a computer software engineer is about $92,000 a year. And coming out of college with a bachelor's degree, your average should make $61,000 a year, which coming straight out of college is a pretty nice little lump sum of money. The nature of the work for a computer software engineer is to design and develop software for companies. I interviewed my former stepmother, who worked for Perceptive Software Engineering in Kansas City, and they develop a software that allows hospitals and companies to collaborate all of their customers, or whatever you'd like to call them, into one big database so they can easily pull up their customers instead of having to reach through thousands of pieces of paperwork. Companies like Perceptive are what makes the industry of computer software engineering such an elaborate company to go, or industry to go into at this point. And then computer software engineers, their occupations are expected to grow over the next 10 years drastically. They're expected to see a 32% increase from 2010 to 2018. And as jobs increase, the amount of consulting work that people can do increases as well. So the jobs are just growing rapidly. Computer software engineering and their ability to write source code are great for jobs, and the dependability of something like that is great. So in this speech, we looked at how source code took off after the development of the internet, and then we looked at how what happens if you get a degree in computer software engineering. Thank you.